I didn't.
Oh, two different options. Sorry,
Yeah,
biggest, biggest, and biggest, little less.
Yeah, but it's 50%, so
Right.
how do you know which genotype?
So you got to combine all those. So what is this? Big T, big T, big T, little t, little t, little t, right? And then you have big S, and big S, little s. The greenhouse is an important aspect of the whole agricultural education department here at Rochester High School. It provides students with opportunities they would not have in other classes. Not only for the fact that they get to work with their hands, but they also get to learn a lot about how plants are managed and the whole greenhouse management program, which is a big system. And it's really, I really encourage students to sign up for a horticulture class because they won't have experience anywhere else besides here at Rochester High School with that type of program. Our greenhouse helps our community a lot. One thing that's really nice is after our plant sale, the plants that are remaining, we donate to those plants to the community. And it's always nice to have fresh flowers all throughout the community. When our community members get to come and help us out with the greenhouse, we have parties where, like we had a wreath making party that the community was involved with this year, which we did inside the greenhouse.
There are many fun things about working in the greenhouse. Probably my favorite is that you get to work with your hands a lot. You kind of get to help, like, it's kind of like taking care of a baby, but 100 babies at one time that grow really slow. And then I've actually been looking into turf management, or I want to be an environmental lawyer. So I'm sure when I'm older I'll have a flower bed of my own, but the greenhouse is like the perfect thing because a lot of them, if they just sit in a classroom all day, they don't listen, they get in trouble, they get bored. And by being in the greenhouse all day, they can learn. When I'm working in the greenhouse, I feel busy, like it's a period where I'm non-stop doing something, but it's definitely an accomplishment being able to grow things because I can't do that at home. I suck at growing stuff, so being able to do that at school, it's pretty nice. I like it.
So by having the greenhouse, these students are able to use the information they've learned inside the classroom and develop that into specific knowledge that they can use in the greenhouse, such as understanding photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a big concept, learning that sunlight is turned into energy and food for plants. But seeing that process actually happen in the greenhouse is a huge benefit to students. Also, skills that come along with working in the greenhouse, like time management, there's responsibility, there's teamwork skills, there's individual leadership skills, which are all responsible for while being in the greenhouse. So it's definitely a huge benefit to students to be working in the greenhouse and earn these skills, and then they can be more marketable when it comes to being employed later on. Well, definitely one of the after-school activities somebody can participate in while working in the greenhouse is the National FFA organization, which we supply here in the Ag department here at Rochester High School. It's one of the better programs in the world for youth. It's the largest youth organization in the world with over 500,000 FFA members throughout the nation and throughout the world. But the FFA develops premier leadership, personal growth, and career success for members in Rochester High School as well as throughout Washington State. It's a really great program. You learn leadership skills, public speaking skills, you learn interview skills, and much more. But if you're interested in the greenhouse, there's a lot of activities and competitions you can be involved in, such as floriculture, natural resources, environmental design, lots more that can be involved with the greenhouse, and learning those skills from the greenhouse can be applied to different competitions, which also comes with scholarships. So good stuff going on in the greenhouse.
Growth.
Working with your hands is something that is a huge benefit to students, and it's not only beneficial to each type of learner, like visual, kinesthetic, aesthetic learners. There's hands-on can really get your knowledge working in a way. The reason I say that is because I am one of those learners. I can't pick up a book, read the whole thing, and understand everything in there. I don't take all the knowledge from that book. But if I read the book and then I go work with my hands with that project, I will understand the concept almost 100%. So when students are able to work with their hands and develop working with soil, working with roots, working with different types of plants, they really start to understand the concepts that were in that book or in that lecture that they were in during class. So it's a huge benefit for students to work with their hands because they understand the materials and gain some really good skills. Well, I have several quotes that hang around my classroom, but one of my favorites is right up here. It says, "We can't become what we need to be by remaining what we are." This time and see what you can do better to make your future better. So I know high school students like to make a lot of rash decisions here and now rather than thinking about their future. So I would encourage everyone to reflect on a personal note on actions they take, decisions they make, and see how that might affect their future.